Hey, so I thought we'd take a quick stop at Del Monte, which is where we are, just at the end of the Thika Superhighway, which stops at the Thika town turnoff. The superhighway is about 50 kilometers from the Museum Hill in Nairobi, and then it becomes a dual carriageway all the way to Keno, and then becomes a single lane all the way to Nanyuki, where we're headed. So keep your seatbelt fastened, off we go. Hey, so we're still on our way to Nanyuki. We've stopped on the side of the road just before Nyeri town, after Karatina, which is about 50 kilometers from Nanyuki town. I just had to stop and show you guys the views, the scenery. I mean, look around. Rolling hills in this part of the country, amazing, beautiful, nice looking skies. We have the Aberdare Ranges just beyond over there, if you can see that. I love the fresh air. I mean, I very often just leave Nairobi at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning and drive myself down here, hot flask of tea when I arrive, and just breathe in the fresh air and think and enjoy this lovely country of ours. Kenya is a beautiful country. I mean, I can say that proudly as a Kenyan. Many reasons why you should invest in Kenya, especially for those of you out there in the diaspora. I'm sure you have that connection or that thirst to want to plug back home. And so the first reason I would say you need to invest in Kenya is because hey, it's home, right? There's no place like it. We need you to invest back here. Everyone benefits. Second reason, no-brainer, you're securing a stable future for yourself. And this is why I particularly am partial to land investment. And like I mentioned today, we're kind of on the way to our site in Nanyuki. Look around you, beautiful. It's green, fresh air, which kind of brings me to the first criteria we look for when we're choosing to invest in land is distance from Nairobi. 2 to 3 hour drive. In general, it's about 230 kilometers from Nairobi to Nanyuki. We love that distance because land gets cheaper the further away you move from Nairobi. So you have to strike a very good balance between being far away enough for prices to come down while not being too far away that, you know, it doesn't make sense because there's absolutely nothing happening there. And this is why we love Nanyuki. It's cheap, it's easy to get into for the time being. Land prices have been going up very steadily for the last few years, especially in this area. We're in Nyeri County, in essence, where we're stopped now. Devolution has made a huge impact in some of these places. I mean, you can look at the road surface. It's been recently done. Accessibility has improved. Power has been proliferated fairly well, so people have access to power. That generally has a material impact on land valuations because people can settle and do things with the land immediately rather than waiting too long. And besides all that, there's a kind of an urban rural migration happening now, specifically because of the devolvement of government functions. There's a lot of things being done on the county level that's drawing a lot of people from urban areas. So it now makes sense for people to settle. And of course, with the introduction of new population or fresh movement of people, it puts pressure on land and property prices. So it's a great time to get in and make that investment and have a secure future guaranteed for yourselves and your loved ones. So those are just some of the few reasons I highly recommend investing in land in Kenya now rather than later. It's always going to be more expensive later, so you need to do it now. I hope that information helps or makes sense to you. If you have any questions whatsoever or comments you'd like to make, please feel free to do so on our social media platforms. You can even give us a call directly at 070001 0001. Again, at 070001 0001. Enough talking for me. Let's continue our trip down to Nanyuki. You've been watching Own Land in Kenya. I'm Solomon Wangwe. Stay tuned for more information on strategic land investment.